Good morning, Veritas All-Stars. Today is Monday, June 1st, 2020. This is our All-Star Challenge, number 4 in your Google Classroom assignments. It says a student will estimate the value of this expression. 491 970 seconds, so 491 out of 972 total, plus 101 out of 299 total. So we're going to take these, we're going to estimate these, because it says a student will estimate the value of this expression. Which of the following is closest to the value of the expression? So we're looking at this. We're going to add these two fractions, and we need to find out these. Notice they all have an addition symbol. So we're just going to have to estimate this side and see which one of these matches it. And then we're going to have to estimate this side and see which one of these matches it. Okay, because we don't actually have to add them, because down here you can check there's addition symbols. So what's important is when you're trying to solve something, look around for clues. And a lot of the times looking at the answers are going to give you some clues about what work you need to do and where you can actually stop, because some kids will end up doing too much work. They'll try to add these, they'll try to make common denominators, and that'll take a long time, and that'll be pretty hard. So when I first looked at this, I said, ooh, kids are going to have a hard time with this. But you're going to see now it's actually really easy. Okay, so if we round it, we're going to estimate. That's what the student is going to do. So let's estimate. Let's round to the nearest 100 for all of them. Okay? So 491 to the nearest 100, is it closer to 400 or is it closer to 500? So we look to the next digit, it's a 9. So since it's 5 or more, it's actually closer to 500 than it is to 400, right? It's 491. If we had a number line here, and this is 400, and this is 500, the middle would be 450. So anything past 450 is actually closer to 500 than it is to go back to 400. So 490 is right around here. So it's much closer to 500. So we're going to call that 500. We're going to round it to 500. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Then we're going to look here at the hundreds place, and we're going to round this. Is it closer to 900? Let's see, make a number line. Or is it closer to the next 100, which would be 1,000? Right in the middle is 950. So if it's less than 950, it's closer to 900. If it's more than 950, it's closer to 1,000. Okay? So let's see, it's 972. So that's closer to this side. So it's actually closer to 1,000. So you look at the next digit. If it's 5 or more, right? If it's 50 or more, then it's going to round up. So we're going to round this up to the next 100, which is 1,000. So we have 500 out of 1,000, which is 1/2, right? 500 is half of 1,000. Could take 2 zeros off of here, take 2 zeros off of here, and then we have 5/10, and 5 out of 10 is 1/2. Okay? So 1/2, 1/2. It's most likely that these two are going to be wrong, but I'm not going to cross them off yet. Now we're going to look here. Round these to the nearest 100. 101, is it closer to 100 or is it closer to 200? We're going to round to the nearest 100. Since it's only 101, it is much, much closer to 100 than it is to go all the way to 200. And 150 is our middle mark, so anything less than 150 is closer to 100. Anything more than 150 is closer to 200. So this is just 101, so it's much closer to 100. So we're going to round that to 100. And the way we do it is you look to the digit to the right. If it's 5 or more, the 2 would go up. But since it's less than 5, it stays as 100. And that's why we do that less than 5 thing. All right? Is because we want to see if it's more than halfway or if it's less than halfway. Okay, so now 299, is that closer to 200? Or rounding to the nearest 100, or 300? Right in the middle would be 250. Okay, so we're going to look to this tens place. If it's 5 or more, that means it's on the right side of 250. It's 299, so it's really close to 300. Okay, but the trick we use, and I'm sure you've learned over the years, 5 or more, you round up. This is why. So if it's 5 or more, that means it's actually past the halfway point, and it's actually closer to the next 100, which is 300. So we have 100 out of 300. You can divide this by 100 and divide this by 100, and we have 1/3. So I see 1/2 plus 1/3, which is B. Okay, 1/2 plus 1/2 is not as close. It says to find the closest to the value. So this is closer. 1/2 plus 1/3. All right. And those are wrong, because when we estimated, that was about 500 out of 1,000, which is half. And this side was about 100 out of 300, which is 1/3. So 1/2 plus 1/3 would be the best estimate for this problem. B is the answer. And that's it. Give yourself some snaps if you got that. If you didn't, I want you to look carefully at where you made your mistake. Did you try to find common denominators? Look at those numbers and say, ooh, those are going to be really hard to find common denominators. Look at the word estimate. Did you estimate? Use the clues in the problem to help you figure it out. Closest was bolded, or it had an underline here. So that kind of lets you know that some of them are also going to be close. Like this was pretty close. 4/9 is almost half, right? 5/10 would be half. So 4/9 is just a little bit less than half, right? So those are kind of close, but this is closer. 1/2 is closer, okay? 4/9 is a little less than half, where our estimate here is going to be about a half. Okay, so all of these are reasonably close answers, but the best, the closest, is the one that we estimated, 1/2 and 1/3. All right, and that's it. Have a great day, everybody. Good luck. Let me know how you did, and we'll see you next week, or we'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.